Hey everybody, welcome to my Baldur's Gate 3 channel. I am JP. I am in love with this game, and I am in love with my cleric, specifically my dwarf cleric, a race and a class I don't normally play. And apparently a lot of people feel that way. And I'm not sure why. I'm not even sure why I feel that way. I've played a little bit of, I'm pretty familiar with the D&D world. I've played Icewind Dale, I played Neverwinter Nights. I never played the first two games of this because, I traveled a lot. I was in the military. I traveled a lot, and I wasn't usually in a position to play video games, so I missed it. And I went back to play the enhanced version, and it was like enhanced my butt. And I just couldn't take it. And not that it was a bad game, it's just archaic. It looked archaic, it played archaic. And I just have a hard time looking back and going back in all things, but especially technology. I mean, would you not get a smartphone anymore unless were in the financial straits that you needed a flippy phone? Yeah, so, oh my god. Con! I love how, it's just like your future character watching people. So yeah, when I first started playing this game in early access, like super early access, I just fell in love with it as soon as I saw the dice and the narrator. And Larian had a good reputation at that point, even though I hadn't played Original Sin. And I got far enough in early access, played it for a few months, and I was like, you know what, this is gonna be a good game. Who am I? And I like to be surprised by stuff. I don't watch, like, I haven't watched a single Dune trailer, for example. I don't want to know about things. Of course, that kind of bit me in the butt with Halo 5, because that was a piece of garbage. But in general, I like to be surprised. So, and early access was interesting, though. I'd never done an early access game. You couldn't save stuff in the beginning. Every time they updated the game, you started over. I played the heck out of that Druid Grove, tell you what. And then you had to start manipulating files later if you wanted to save things. I was like, yeah, this game's gonna be good. I'm gonna be out. And I planned on playing Original Sin, but I never got to it. And D&D wise, kind of the same with video games. I just been doing it forever, but I don't have the time to be constantly doing it. I'm not some critical role expert on D&D, but I've played it quite a bit. Mostly 2nd edition, 3rd edition. Never played 4th, and I just did some one-shot 5th editions last year to familiarize myself with the game. But I sat down for some reason, and I made a cleric, and when the game came out, I just reproduced that cleric. And I think the reason I don't normally play clerics is because there's always a cleric, like Dragon Age Origins, man. There's clerics. One of your buddies is always a cleric. So why would you pick a cleric? Why not be a damage dealing guy? So I just decided I was going to melee it out, and I don't normally play dwarves either. But that's what I did, and I picked the gold dwarf because you get this lovely increase in hit points every time. And since I was going to be getting hit in the face, I thought, probably should have some hit points. And the other things were honestly not that interesting. I think this is in the wrong order. I hate this cantrip. It's useless. I eventually got rid of it, and I just use a freaking crossbow. Sublife Domain, I went with Tempest because I wanted to be melee, and Tempest just seemed more interesting to me. It came with this little reaction feature when somebody allows you to strike back at people, get a little free attack. I went Ilmater because I'm getting a goody two shoes, and Ilmater is supposed to be, protects the oppressed and the persecuted. And my background, I took folk hero in the vein of, that. And animal handling I've used actually quite a bit. Although I just usually cheated up and let Karlach talk to animals. But Before I realized Karlach was just going to be freaking fluent in all animal speak, I used animal handling quite a bit. For my abilities, because I was gonna... I hate taking stuff that's lower, and this is weird because you actually can get enough points to get more things over 16, but it just doesn't allow you to do it. I took Charisma 10. I mean, who wants to talk their way out of stuff, right? And I got my boy up here to 15 and 17, and what are my dex? I think my dex was 12. Yeah, and my strength was 12. So this is how I started, because wisdom is the cleric thing. And I set it myself up so when I took the ability score bump feat, I could pop these up to their even things. I've actually respec since then, and I'll go in that in another video. But I thought this was a pretty good way to start. And then prepared spells, whatever. I'm just showing the character. So, because I find this pretty lame, Dragon Age Origin just has like a zillion voices, and this one's just kind of like got 2, which I thought was kind of a bummer. And I'm a ginger. I'm going to be a ginger, so I got a pasty whiten myself up a little bit there. And I took the electrical. I figured, hey, I'm a tempest. I'm casting electricity. Maybe I just got a little zapped. And I've always liked the idea that magical healing is just speed healing. Like, I just never goes into the, like, yeah, everything looks perfect now. Yeah, weird. So, I just did that. I didn't make myself old. You can make yourself old. It's pretty cool. Freckles, man, we just freckled out. You should see me naked. I am just like a bodysuit of freckles. Pretty hilarious. And my genitals are pretty normal. Body art. This character creation, I actually find this disappointing. Like, this looks more like makeup than tattoos. And they're just, I don't know, they're just like random crap I've seen in older video games. And I don't, this was ridiculous. Like, you have this, where's that? That's kind of cool. Can't really see it. Got my hair there. Got the... Oh my gosh. So you got like the syndicate thing. You got the little birdies. That could be anybody. Maybe you're a nature person. Little rose. Pretty classic. Where's that neck tattoo? Oh yeah, there we go. I'm gonna make a drow next, and at least that's my intent. And I'll probably put that one on them. Like, it just didn't seem like it'd be that hard to bust out some religious themed, some territory themed, some racial themed tattoos on here. I went to little birdies. Also, I thought you could make the intensity of your... I thought you can increase the intensity of your thing, because my girl's pretty scarred up. Looks like more scarred up. And then I was like, ooh, I can make 2 different colored eyes, which you could probably see on the old thumbnail. My eyes are all different colors. Something like that. Makeup. I just took this one to make the eyes more stand out. Or, like, who wears makeup in the field? And yeah, like, speaking of the field, man, you gotta... It's hard for a dude to keep his hair out of shape, man. So I usually, if I make a female character, I usually give them short hair. Or some kind of short hair. And then because we're gingers... Ginger 4, I don't know if I took Ginger 4, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, I sat down, early access, like, man, I'm gonna make a dwarf cleric. And it ended up being really, really cool, even though I didn't even go long enough to get access to all my full powers. It was just, I enjoyed the heck out of it. And I think everybody should play a cleric. And I respect Shadowheart, because I stabbed Atherian. Oh my god, what's this? Astarian. I stabbed Astarian. He ran away in my my thing. So I was like, I don't have a rogue, so I just made Shadowheart my rogue. I spec'd her into a rogue cleric, and she's was pretty cool too. And neither one of us heal very much, but we seem to be making it through. We seem to be making it through okay. And that's it. That's why I made a cleric, because I'd never done it before. I wanted to try it out. And yeah, fell in love with it. I forgot about this part. Yeah, I am so into it that I just I even just spec'd this dude up too, which was funny. And while I was doing it, I was like, "What is this? Who is this guy? What's his deal? What is a guardian?" So if you don't know, it's ends up being pretty cool. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's kind of a neat thing." And I didn't mess with him too much. Well, I didn't give him green hair, but it doesn't matter. Venturing forth. So if you haven't played a cleric, you should play a cleric. Yeah, man, look at this. He just Wrathaconned us and now he's going away. Yeah, that's right. Alright, good luck everybody. Enjoy. Check out my channel. I have another channel called Galactic Nomads, spelled GNOMADS. We play Traveler, which is not D&D, so nobody cares. But you can check that one out too. And here we go. Run! Out.